Hey, I'm Suk-Yin Lee, the host of Definitely Not the Opera on CBC Radio Un. You know, besides getting doored, oh man, I hate that. One of the worst things that can happen to a cyclist is when someone steals our wheels. It is incomprehensibly mean and so crazy-making that even the most rational person can end up doing some pretty irrational things. Take Dianne Montgomery, for example. Now, when she was in university, she saved up for her dream bicycle, a cherry red mountain bike.
And we were inseparable for years and years and years. I biked everywhere on it. I took it on vacations. It was almost felt like part of the family somehow. One morning I woke up, and for the first time in 20 years, there wasn't that lovely, familiar figure of my bike in the yard. And I was horrified. My stomach just dropped. It's almost like, did I leave it somewhere? Did I not? What did I? It can't be. But it was. The bike was gone. It was stolen. 2 days later, I was coming home from work, and I was traveling through my neighborhood, and I saw my bike. And it was locked to a pole just maybe 2.5 blocks from where I live. And I could not believe it. I couldn't believe it. My eyes locked on it. It was like seeing a lost love or something, and just, you know, someone come back from the dead. So my first instinct was really just to not let it out of my sight. It was around 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And so I sat and I waited and I sat. And of course, all kinds of thoughts were going through my mind. And I thought, gosh, okay, here, the thief is going to come back any minute and I'll see them face to face. I was pretty nervous for the first hour or two sitting there, just waiting every second, kind of thinking yeah, is it that guy? Is it this guy? And as I continued to wait, a curious neighbor came out and approached and said, hey, is there a problem? And I explained the situation. I said, I called the police. They said they're going to come by. So I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for either the thief or the police. And the neighbor was just so wonderful that she related to me stories of her, bikes. And then that kind of drew another neighbor. And before long, one neighbor comes out to offer me tea. Another neighbor comes and says, look, I have all these books. Do you want something to read? You must be bored sitting here. And he was really genuinely in on it. He was like, the thief's not going to get away with this. And everyone felt that way. Yeah, we're going to right a wrong here. And as the night progressed, people just kept coming out. It was the most amazing thing, actually. And 6 and 7 o'clock became 8, 9, 10, 11, midnight. I was still there at midnight. I was really committed. I just thought, I'm not letting this bike out of my sight. So at 2 o'clock, with the help of the neighbor's locks, I felt somewhat secure that I could leave the bike overnight. And the next morning, I came back equipped with a friend who works in construction to cut the lock off. There was a number of people there to try to give advice. And when it broke free and came in half and fell to the ground, there was this massive cheer. The whole corner just kind of went up in this victory, hurrah. Then I made my victory ride away on my bike. It felt so good for about a half a block. I realized the cranks aren't the way I remember, and my brakes aren't really that sticky. Yeah, I had taken someone else's bike. It hit me like a ton of bricks. I had very patiently and very publicly, and with a lot of fanfare and a lot of neighborhood support, stolen someone's bike. So I scrambled to try to, how do you now find the person whose bike you've stolen? So I went and made a note and I posted it to the poll, and I didn't want to leave my phone number. And so I created a Gmail account, istoleyourbike@gmail.com. And eventually I was connected to this person, and then I had to make this, have this horrible conversation that went along the lines of, hey, look, I'm sorry, I stalked and then stole your bike, and I'm so sorry, and I'll give it back now. Yeah, I still miss that bike, man. I still look. Like 3 years later, if there's a red bike that even sort of approximates my bike, I'll take a second look just to make sure I haven't missed it or overlooked it or, missed my chance to find it or connect with it again. So, yeah, that's kind of sad, isn't it?
Each week, DNTO invites you to make discoveries about who we really are. Flawed, funny, and beautiful, one story at a time. For more stories, download the DNTO podcast at cbc.ca/podcasting.